All right, y'all. What is good? Come on in here. Come on in here, y'all. We got some good stuff to cover today. I hope y'all weekend. Well, this is definitely my weekend. So if you I don't know if it's your weekday, weekend. However, I hope you are enjoying your day. Y'all, we got a lot to cover today. We really do. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of y'all because I kept saying, y'all, let's get my channel to 100K by my birthday. My birthday is coming up April 30th. I think we can do it, y'all. We almost at what? 89K. Shout out to y'all. Keep sharing the content. Keep sharing. Tell a friend to tell a friend because that's what it's all about, y'all. We are pushing to get the facts and the truth out the best way we can. Now, again, we're all human. Okay. We are allowed to make some mistakes. I'm not saying I'm perfect at this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying what I am saying, though, is a lot of people is on this journey with me. We are all learning together. We will, like I said, cry together, laugh together, smile together, be angry together, agree and disagree. You know what I'm saying? It's all that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Sometimes we may not even end up agreeing, and that's fine too. Okay, because that won't make your opinion or my opinion. And hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. Now, I do have to say this, y'all. The bigger our channel is growing, the more we're going to be having Maxine Waters screaming in the comment section, the AOCs, the Jasmine Crockett's, and everybody else. Okay. So we just have to prepare ourselves. We have to prepare ourselves for this, y'all, because this comes along with this type of territory and this type of platform. But it is what it is at the end of the day. All right. Anywho, y'all. We're about to get into it. Coming from my boy on X, Tony X2, y'all. It says 2.5 months that our president, Mr. Donald Trump, y'all president too, whether you like it or not, it is what it is. That's a fact. Most of the stuff that he's done already. So with that being said, y'all, we're about to dive on into it. Let's get it.
Nearly 2.5 months in office, and already the love of country is felt amongst most Americans. Nearly 2.5 months in office, and already Russia and the Ukraine agreed to a ceasefire. And now that region is starting to see peace. First time in years. Nearly 2.5 months in office, and gas prices are the lowest they've been since the last 3 years. Women's sports are now safe. Big industries are being brought back to the country, and job creation soon to follow. And it's been nearly 5 years, and liberals are still sabotaging their country and still believing that January 6th is the worst thing that happened in this country since Pearl Harbor. They call President Trump a tyrant.
Come on.
Hey, conservatives ain't the one out there burning Teslas. They weren't the ones out there 100 years ago burning crosses. And liberals, I get it. I know Barack Obama passed a lot of bills in order to make propaganda a thing in this country. But I urge you to start thinking for yourselves.
Yes, sir.
And remember, if you sit in shit long enough, eventually it'll stop smelling.
Clean it up. Clean it up. King underscore million. Yep, million. Okay, y'all. I'm just gonna spell it. King underscore MILLENNIAL ... on TikTok. All right, I ain't finna screw myself up, which y'all know I'll screw some names up. Sorry. Okay, anywho, but where was the lies in all of that? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Ooh, he took it back to crosses and all that. Yeah, come on, y'all. All right, so again, y'all, Tony X2 on X. I'm finna dive into it. Some of y'all know him. If y'all don't by now, you need to go follow him on TikTok at RichLord9A. Liberals hate Donald Trump because America loves him. Facts. Let's dive into it.
You know what? I'm beginning to understand. I understand why the liberals truly hate Donald Trump so much and anybody that's associated with him. It's because he's doing every single thing he campaigned on. The liberals were in love with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, and they were ruining the United States. They were allowing record numbers of illegal immigrants into the United States. Crime running rampant, and then Donald Trump gets in office. You know what's so crazy? As soon as Donald Trump get in office, all of a sudden people want to join the military. As soon as Donald Trump gets in office, all of a sudden the border crossings are reduced by 94% because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and the legacy media spent an entire 4-year campaign downplaying the effects of allowing these illegals into the United States.
Come on.
Don't nobody want to talk about that, though. You know why the liberals are mad? Because the liberals still want men competing in women's sports. You know what Donald Trump said? Y'all say Donald Trump hate women so much. He's such a misogynist. He looked out for the women of the United States. He said, you know what? I'm going to keep these men out of women's sports.
He did.
If these men want to play sports so bad, they should have their own league or play a sport where it allows male and female on the same team. That's what you can do. These are some of the small issues why they hate Donald Trump. You know another reason why they hate Donald Trump?
Why?
Because the American citizens know he is the right person. Have y'all seen the ratings lately? Some of the approval ratings for Donald Trump are the highest they've ever been since like 2004.
Come on.
As a Republican, this is the second highest rating ever. Do y'all not understand this? I get it. I get it. When you are successful, it makes people hate you. And that's all it is. The liberals are trying to find any way to downplay what Donald Trump is doing. And the entire time he's getting us money, protecting jobs, protecting our women, protecting our borders. How could you be mad at that?
How? I've been asking this same thing and trying to make sense of it with the common sense that I do have here. I be trying to make sense of it. How do y'all get mad, especially with Elon and go burning up stuff and he's showing you bimbos where y'all tax dollars been going and they just trying to save the money and putting the money in America where it need to be at the end of the day, our country, us. The victims when hurricanes happen and tornadoes and fires. We need our resources. Why is it that everybody can eat off America, but we can't eat off of them? Just like these tariffs that's getting ready to hit. Everybody just, oh. If you seen a video where old dude broke it down, baby, these folks know what they're doing. And the crazy part about it is America's been getting played so much. Why is it that their tariffs are higher than ours? If you see the percentage of what we're doing and what they getting from us, like, come on, why not? I don't give a damn. Inflation had already been happening since the past administration in there. The stuff is already high and it's going down. Yeah, it's going down, but you guys can adapt and you guys can adjust until that future flows in, because he knows what he's doing. Ain't nothing gonna really happen, you know, overnight. This is type of stuff like he has to go in and clean up an entire shit that the last president and his administration left. Okay, so things is not just gonna go boom, 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 boom. It's gonna take some time on some of this stuff. Some of this stuff may not make sense to y'all right now, but in the end, in the future, it will. Trust me, it will. Let's keep it moving. I'm sorry, he just got me lit on that because it's like, yeah, right, like. You can't make sense of it. Meanwhile, y'all, coming straight from MAGA Voice on X, breaking America Patriots got here earlier than the anti-Elon protests. Let me tell y'all something. Anybody pertaining MAGA or pertaining the Trump administration, they whole team, y'all, let me tell y'all something. They a different type of set of people. Y'all be showing up, the anti showing up. Y'all don't believe in waking up at 1, 2, 3 something in the morning and camping out on parking lots until the place open. MAGA and anybody fooling with the Trump administration is built for that. Tents and all. I don't know if they got heaters in there or how they do it, but in DC, that Capitol, when Trump was the Capitol and all that, and he was doing his rally, y'all, they were out there at 1, 2, 3 in the morning sleeping in that DC wet. Let me tell you something. I'm here to tell y'all, I witnessed this. You got to be built for that. Okay? Stop playing with them. Y'all bimbos that got out there all late, you know, Tesla. Meanwhile, hey, Elon Musk, stand up. Trump administration, MAGA, all y'all stand up. Y'all showed out early. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it.
So
yeah.
This is the Tesla counter protest. All the cars are supporting Tesla and Doge and Elon. And then across the street you see the actual protest. But they got here too late, so the counter protesters were already on this side of the road. And also the manager of this Tesla dealership invited them to park in the Tesla dealership parking lot. So
that's what's
they know that
up.
we're here to support them.
I'm telling you. So let me tell y'all something. That's funny. How y'all show up late to y'all own anti function? Man, make it make sense. We can't make this stuff up. All right, let's get into it, y'all. I'm just showing y'all some good stuff that's taking place around the world. You know what I'm saying? Coming from my boy again on X at Tony X2, y'all. If y'all want to follow him, wrestlers at Wisconsin State Championship walk out with Trump flags. This is awesome. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, what is that? Jenna Jones. Hey, got them flags, y'all. Let's move it right along. That's what I'm talking about. Show us, stand up. Okay, y'all. And it keeps just getting better and better. UFC fighters and all athletes everywhere are all in for President Trump. Awesome. Let's get into it, y'all. We're gonna keep it moving. Okay.
And Donald Trump, I'm up here in D.C. If you need help whooping some politician, holler at me, brother. I'll do it for free. There he is, your winner.
I appreciate everything you've done.
Also, I want to say, greatest president in the history of the world, sitting right there. I love that guy.
It's limp. It's limp by his side, even though he's protesting. He's not even picking the arm up.
Let's go. Facts. That's funny. And this is coming straight from at Democrats_cry_a lot on TikTok. Y'all, if y'all want to go follow, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, through all the chaos, through all this screaming and yelling and mess that we got going on, y'all, there's a lot of celebration going on. There's a lot of people who actually stood up and voted to see what has been taking place thus far. Like my boy said, 2.5 months. And I mean, y'all see it. If you don't see it, you just part of the problem. You are. I'm sorry. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all probably just don't care. And that's a problem. The ones who just feel like if I don't need to vote because my vote ain't gonna matter. That's the problem. These are the problems here. So Tim Butcher, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I had to go look him up, you know, and I'm still learning about him. I know that he rocks with Trump. Okay. I do know that much, but I was like, well, you know, I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper because this little video has been going viral. And I'm about to let y'all see what actually took place. But I was like, okay, who is this guy? So with that being said, y'all, let's dive into the video and check this out.
Congressman Perry, do you trust Trump's national security team to keep our war plans top secret?
Do you trust your mother every night to fix your hot pockets and make sure your Game Boy is turned on?
It looked like, yo, stop, like, dang, how am I gonna edit this? Like, I wasn't expecting him to say this. Do y'all see? Wait a minute, watch the whole freeze of the phone drop. Like, dang.
Trump's national security team to keep our war plans top secret.
Do you trust your mother every night to fix your hot pockets and make sure your Game Boy is turned on?
Congressman Perry,
Okay, y'all, we better keep it moving. He wasn't expecting that. He was like, well, god dang, that man stepped back and said, hey, you know what? Let me think about this. Man, y'all, I'm telling y'all, Trump's people is a different type of beast. Let me tell y'all something. And if y'all haven't noticed, most of these people actually dealt with the fire and the flames from the other people as well. So they've been through something. I'm telling y'all, they have awakened not only the beast himself, but the beast around him that he has chosen. And if y'all don't know by now, they is not finna let y'all slick slide talk these folks at all. They gonna tell you how it is. So stop playing with them. Let's get into it, y'all. The best segment you will see today by far. Rep Brandon Gill, y'all, he is something serious. Let me tell you that. Absolutely demolished this lady with receipts of her own statements. The media will never show you this, so let's make it viral. Viral, y'all. I'm about to show y'all, coming straight from Guther Eagle Man. Let's get into it.
Miss Marr, I want to start with you. Just generally, would you say you generally agree or disagree with the following statement? The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles.
I would not say I agree with that, sir.
You're not. That's good to hear. It's interesting because a lot of your thinking, as expressed by your public statements, is deeply infused with economic and cultural Marxism. Do you believe that America is addicted to white supremacy?
I believe that I tweeted that, and as I've said earlier, I believe much of my thinking has evolved over the last half decade.
It has evolved. Why did you tweet that?
I don't recall the exact context, sir, so I wouldn't be able to say.
Okay. Do you believe that America believes in black plunder and white democracy?
I don't believe that, sir.
You tweeted that in reference to a book you were reading at the time, apparently, The Case for Reparations.
I don't think I've ever read that book, sir.
You tweeted about it. Said you took a day off to fully read The Case for Reparations. You put that on Twitter in January of 2020.
Apologies, I don't recall that I did.
Okay.
No doubt that your tweet there is correct, but I don't recall that.
Okay. Do you believe that white people inherently feel superior to other races?
I do not.
You don't? You tweeted something to that effect. You said, I grew up feeling superior. Ha, how white of me. Why did you tweet that?
I think I was probably reflecting on what it was to grow up in an environment where I had lots of advantages.
It sounds like you're saying that white people feel superior.
I don't believe that anybody feels that way, sir. I was just reflecting on my own experiences.
Do you think that white people should pay reparations?
I have never said that, sir.
Yes, you did. You said it in January of 2020. You tweeted, yes, the North, yes, all of us, yes, America, yes, our original collective sin and unpaid debt, yes, reparations, yes, on this day.
Yes,
I don't believe that was a reference to fiscal reparations, sir.
What kind of reparations was it a reference to?
I think it was just a reference to the idea that we all owe much to the people who came before us.
That's a bizarre way to frame what you tweeted. Okay, how much reparations have you personally paid?
Sir, I don't believe that I've ever paid reparations.
Facts.
Okay, it's just for everybody else.
I'm not asking anyone
Seems
to pay
to be what you're
reparations, sir.
suggesting. You believe that looting is morally wrong?
I believe that looting is illegal, and I refer to it as counterproductive. I think it should be prosecuted.
Do you believe it's morally wrong, though?
Of course.
Of course. Then why did you refer to it as counterproductive? It's a very different way to describe it.
It is both morally wrong and counterproductive, as well as being
You tweeted, it's hard to be mad about protests in reference to the BLM protests, not prioritizing the private property of a system of oppression. You didn't condemn the looting. You said that it was counterproductive. NPR also promoted a book called In Defense of Looting. Do you think that that's an appropriate use of taxpayer dollars?
I'm unfamiliar with that book, sir, and I don't believe that was at my time
You
at
tweeted
NPR.
that you read that book, but
I don't believe that I did read that book, sir.
I like him. I definitely got to dive more into him because let me tell y'all, this is like my second time seeing something on him. And baby, when I tell you he gets down to the facts, he gets down to the facts. He said, yes, you did.
Miss Marr, I want to start.
You actually said that back in 2020. Yes, you did. Like, that's what I'm talking about. And this is what fact check is all about. Like, you said it. You tweeted this. Boom. This is how you and that's pretty much how research is, y'all. Like, you have to go digging, and you got to be careful while you're digging because you can't dig in certain tools and stuff like that because it's all made of the fake news and such. So you really have to just Sorry, I mean, some of the stuff I start doing is writing these folks' names down, and then I go to research and digging in and finding out who they are, and then I go to asking questions, of course, because some of y'all have been on this journey way longer than me, so that's why I go in here and I start asking questions about certain people and stuff like that, and they pretty much put you on or send you videos, and then from there it's just like boom. Now you starting to find out who these folks are. You're starting to find out who turned their back on who, this happened, how it happened, why it happened, boom, and it's a beautiful thing because now you're feeding your own soul and not letting the fake news or fake media feed you. You're feeding yourself. You feel a lot better, I promise you. Got to do it for yourself, y'all. Don't even take it off my word. Don't even go off me. Go and do that stuff yourself. Shoot. Okay, so my girl coming straight from @NickSorter, y'all, on X if you want to follow him. Mrs. Green. I like her. She don't play no stuff. She represents Georgia. Come on through with the come on through. Marjorie Green Taylor. Come on. I'm with it. Holy crap. Marjorie Taylor Greene just demolished a foreign fake news reporter. Let's get into it because what y'all gonna stop doing is playing with Trump's people, man. We ain't playing. Let's go.
Yep. Anybody else?
Should the defense secretary?
What country are you? Wait, what country are you from?
The UK.
Okay, we don't give a crap about your opinion and your reporting. Why don't you go back to your country where you have a major migrant problem?
Okay.
And you no. You should care about your own borders.
Do you care about American lives being put at risk?
Let me tell you something. Do you care about people from your country? What about all the women that are raped by migrants?
Do you care
No,
about
by migrants. No, do you care? Okay, you're done.
Do you care about American lives being put at risk?
You know what? I don't care.
Service members fighting for your country.
I don't care about your
vice
fake news.
president
Do you have a
and your
relevant
defense
question?
secretary?
Yeah, this is an American journalist. Thank you.
Oh,
Anybody else?
boo. Like, stop playing. And that's the thing. Them reporters need to ask questions that one really makes sense and stop asking the same question but different way because it's annoying. Especially when they answered it already. They annoy me. It's like, y'all ain't got y'all paper down to like, are y'all sitting all in a room together saying, oh, yeah, let's ask this. And no matter how many times we ask it, let's just keep asking it the same way and maybe we can get it. Come on. We need some real reporters in there. Ask some real questions and different questions, okay? For real. It annoys me. All right, y'all. Stephen M. I love Stephen M. more every time he speaks. Yes, because he speaks it how it's supposed to be, y'all. Now Pamsy on X, if y'all want to follow her. Let's dive into it.
You're tempting me to say some very harsh things about some of our media friends. Yes, it is true that many of the people in this room for 4 years failed to cover the fact that Joe Biden was mentally incompetent and was not running the country. It is also true that many people in this room who have used this talking point that Elon is not elected fail to understand how government works. So I'm glad for the opportunity for a brief civics lesson. A president is elected by the whole American people. He's the only official in the entire government that is elected by the entire nation, right? Judges are appointed, members of Congress are elected at the district or state level, just one man. And the Constitution, Article 2, has a clause known as the vesting clause, and it says the executive power shall be vested in a president, singular. The whole will of democracy is imbued into the elected president. That president then appoints staff to then impose that democratic will onto the government. The threat to democracy, indeed the existential threat to democracy, is the unelected bureaucracy of lifetime tenured civil servants who believe they answer to no one, who believe they can do whatever they want without consequence, who believe they can set their own agenda no matter what Americans vote for.
Sounds familiar. Now, come on, Stephen, and pull out the history books for real. The constitutional books. This is why I rock with them, man. This is why I rock with this administration, this team, dog. We couldn't have picked a better team. Real talk, people with common sense. People that just, that's thinking. Man, let's get it. All right, my boy Cash Patel, y'all. The storm. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get into it. Cash Patel just shut down this leftist at Gunther Eagleman. Let's get into it.
Literally, the lawsuit happened today.
Hang on. Start that from the beginning.
Another day has passed.
Actually, it was the night before the hearing.
Now that another day has passed, do you believe that it's now time potentially for the FBI to open an investigation into this?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Because you're the director of the FBI, you don't believe it's appropriate to comment on that?
Because there's a process in place, there's an ongoing litigation, and the National Security Council is reviewing this matter. And I'm not going to discuss any open or closed investigation.
That ongoing investigation, literally, the lawsuit happened today or yesterday afternoon, and the idea that you don't have an opinion on this at this point is frustrating to me.
No, it's not. I'm not going to prejudge any matters, and the men and women of the FBI will call the balls and strikes.
Reclaiming my time.
Not you.
Call the balls and the strikes, not you. Not you, Bimbo.
You have 4 seconds remaining.
No, I have more than that.
2 seconds remaining.
No, you don't.
Gentlewoman's time has expired. Mr. Stubbe.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director Gabbard, were there any sources?
Another day has passed. You
They got the strikes in the balls. Bimbo, shut up. Your time is up. 2 seconds is up. I'm finna do it like Florida. What's his name? Ronald, what was he saying? All right, yeah. Bye, you up. Okay, next. Straight like that. All right, y'all. Okay, so here we go. Boom. We're going to take it back to this, y'all. So, of course, Jasmine Crockett took the place to make fun of the governor down there in Texas, right, by calling him, Governor Hot Wheels and all this. And I just learned that he, had a really bad accident where a tree fell on him and, crushed the back and all that, made him paralyzed. So, not really a laughing matter or a joking matter or making fun of somebody because... God don't like ugly. He does not like ugly. Okay? At all. So just to make a long story short, I wanted to fact check y'all. Here she is saying this because I see a lot of people saying Donald Trump talked about somebody disabled too. And then we're going to get on into that to show you where I'm finna fact check y'all on that. Okay? And this is the difference between people with common sense and somebody talking out the side of their neck. Is the common sense folks that already did their research or fact checked or already found out the minute somebody said Donald Trump was talking about somebody being disabled, we went ahead and went to go look to see where we can find it at. And here's the catch too. You have to make sure that you watch anything that Donald Trump or his entire team does live. You need to make sure you're watching it live right then and there, because the very next day, the fake news who gets paid by the very people that are yelling at the top of their lungs and screaming at y'all left to right because they're being exposed are the same people that invest and put that funding money into these fake medias and stuff to just grab what they want, and then technology can flip around the words and all this other type of stuff. So make sure that when you're watching anything from this administration team that you watch it live. You'll be surprised the next day what you can see that's been pulled and picked apart to make it make sense for the ones that they like to brainwash and blind, keep in the dark. Anywho, fact check. Here she is talking about Greg.
And because we in these hot ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes. And,
all right.
Because we in these hot ass.
So we got that right. Boom. Let my boy break it down for y'all. All right, coming from Brandon Starker, y'all, on X. Donald Trump did not mock a disabled person, but Jasmine Crockett did. Democrats, where is your outrage now? Let me from Brandon Starker, y'all, pound walk away. So let him break it down to y'all real quick for those in the back who want to keep screaming that. Let's get it.
In 2016, I voted for Hillary Clinton. When Trump won the election, I was confused and outraged. How could half the country support someone so unfit, so unsound, and so morally objectionable? In January of 2017, I bitterly proclaimed on social media I would never be able to understand how anyone could vote for a man who stood before a cheering crowd and mocked a reporter's disability. And that's when somebody sent me this.
I mentioned the word regulated. What do you think about ISIS? Oh, ISIS is very dumb. They said, Senator Cruz, what do you think of waterboarding? I don't want to talk about it. You know, he didn't want to talk about waterboarding. Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Doing a comical imitation of somebody getting flustered after being called out for being dishonest and mocking someone's disability is a very important distinction. To intentionally mislead the public into believing something terrible and sinister took place, something that strikes a blow straight into the heart of what we consider to be common civility and the basic standards of decency, is reprehensible. To purposely invoke racism, homophobia, bigotry, and falsely assign these emotionally charged accusations to people and situations where they do not belong simply to control your thinking is criminal. And it turns out they do it all the time.
All the time.
Media is keenly aware of a simple premise. If they can control how you feel, they can control how you think.
Come on.
Time magazine put out an issue with a little girl on the cover who appeared to be separated from her mother in an effort to take advantage of your kind hearts and your desire to protect children. Except this girl was never separated from her mother. Donald Trump was asked a question about MS-13 gang members. MS-13, a gang whose motto is rape, control, kill, to which he called them animals. The entire media then removed the question and the context to report that Donald Trump called all immigrants animals. They lied to you about Donald Trump. They lied about Brett Kavanaugh. They lied about children in cages. Hell, they even lied about walkaway. They were wrong about the election outcome. They were wrong about the Covington kids. They were wrong about Jussie Smollett. And yes, oh yes, they were wrong about Russian collusion. They report.
Interesting, huh? This is why I say you got to pick apart and research and watch this stuff on your own, man, because you'll be surprised of what you find out. And Trump has not been doing this impersonating for, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to end it right here, y'all, because I made this GIF from Trump's appearance in the Larry King show in 2005, where he talks about the distaste for vacation travel and uses mannerism. He's been using it for decades, coming straight from Ryan on X, y'all, at You Must Be Mistaking. All right, so let's get into it. I'm just going to see if I can make this bigger. Like, why won't let me make it bigger? All right, well, it's not letting me make it big. Yeah, let me see. Only I can click into it. Okay, well, anywho, you see if y'all can see it, he's doing the whole little, you know what I'm saying? They just trying to say that he's been doing this for decades, that he was not making fun of a disabled person. Anywho, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and talk in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts, how y'all feeling. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with me. What are y'all thoughts on some of the stuff that I showed y'all today? I know, what is it? What's his name? Brandon is the truth. And let's keep on continuing to show up with peaceful protesting, y'all, for Tesla, because they're under attack. And they're under attack because the truth is trying to prevail. And people know when the truth gets out there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just look what happened when everybody was on one page on November 5th. We spoke. The people have talked. We, the people, are tired. We, the people, voted for this. And we, the people, are loving every bit of it. The only people who are not loving this is the ones who just can't take the L. And I'm just going to put that out there. All right, y'all, make sure y'all stay tuned for the next good set of contents that'll be coming to y'all. My birthday is coming up April 30th, y'all. I'm trying to get this channel to 100K. Do y'all think we can do it? I'm almost at 89. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. What y'all think? No, but I want to say a special thank y'all to all of y'all, because it you know what I'm saying? My channel would not have grown if it wasn't for the help of you all. Okay. I just, being me and putting the content out, but you all are the ones who said, hey, I like what she's talking about. Let me subscribe to her. Okay. I done lost some subscribers too, and that's okay. It's okay. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. But I ain't losing no sleep. I'm good. The ones who are rocking with me are rocking with me. I'm rocking with y'all. I love y'all. Until the next reaction, I'm up out of here.